Back on the Ports pregame show, Zach Bayruti, joined by Ports manager Webster Garrison, one of our regular Sunday conversations this season with Webby. And Webby, coming into today's game, your team's 23-13. They're tied for first place in the North Division for the best record in the league. Would you say they've met your expectations, or would you say they've exceeded them a little bit?
They're meeting my expectations. These guys are playing well, but like I say, they can play better. So I'm always pushing them to do better. But guys are playing real good baseball right now, and we had a couple of tough losses that I thought we could have won. So I'd say they're meeting my expectations, but not completely yet.
What would you say you're most proud of this team to this point in the season? We're about halfway through the first half.
The pitching and the defense. All year the pitching and the defense has been real good. Lately, a couple starts hasn't been as good as we thought, but those guys been battling and got off to a good start. And defensively, we've been catching the ball, making some putouts, some tough plays, and we're just battling. And offensively, the bats has come to life, and we're getting some good timely hits at time. We don't hit for a big average as a team, but we hit the ball well. We swing the bat well.
We talk about swinging the bats well, and Michael Choice has done that. He leads the team with 6 home runs along with Dusty Coleman. Choice, one of the guys everyone talked about, I'd say the most coming into this season. How would you assess his development so far?
His development is coming. It's still coming, not a finished product. This is his first full year in professional baseball, and the tools are there. That's why he has the 6 home runs leading the team, and he's got a lot of RBIs also. He's top 2, 3 on the team in RBIs. So all the physical tools are there. It's just him keep working hard and just trying to continue to put the barrel on the ball consistently, more consistent.
One of his big tools is speed, and I think you and I talked about this at BP the other day. He's gifted in that he has speed and power, and most times a third baseman will play deep when he's at the plate. Do you see some instances this year where he might try and bunt for some base hits?
Well, we've talked about it. It's never been a real part of his game because he's always a guy they look for the swing for the fence. So never been a part of his game, but he needs to implement that so he can have that third baseman in. He can get a lot more ground ball hits to the left side of the field. But it's something he's thought about, and he may try sometime, but he's working on it.
What would you say is the biggest surprise for you to this point in the season?
Biggest surprise? You talking about individual surprise?
Yeah.
I say Dusty Coleman. I never got a chance to see the kid play. He was injured last year, and I just heard good things about him. And watching him play defensive shortstop, man, kid has got a lot of energy out there, and he's playing real well. I like the way he plays. He hustles, he gets after it, and his motor keeps turning. And he plays a real good shortstop to go along with his bat with some power.
You a little bit surprised to see him hit for as much power as he's been hitting for?
I knew it was in him because I saw him hit in spring training a couple of years ago, and he hit some balls real hard. So I know it's in him, but transporting that to the game is totally different. There's some guys that can hit home runs in batting practice and get in the game. It's tough to do. So, just seeing him play the way he's swinging the bat, and playing good, solid defense. He's turning into a team captain out there on the field defensively, and he's playing real well. He's playing real extremely well right now.
Turning our attention to Max Stassi for a bit, I know he's been hampered with a bit of a sore shoulder to this point in the season. We've only seen him DH. Is there a time frame that you could tell us about that he might be able to get back behind the plate, or do you even know at this point?
I wish I knew, Zach. It's a thing going on with him and his shoulder. We thought we were making progress a few weeks ago, and he had another minor setback. So we're being patient. He's a young kid, so we're not going to rush him out there. We're being patient, and I know it's hampering him swinging the bat, even though he says not, but an injured shoulder is an injured shoulder. It's going to bother you no matter what you're doing. So we're taking our time with him, trying to work him in slow. Hopefully he gets it going and cure this injury so we can watch him behind the plate and do his thing. The main thing he was really drafted for, but he also can hit. So hopefully we get him behind the plate real soon.
Today's starter, Dan Straley, heck of a month of April, 0.96 ERA and a 3-1 record. You've been surprised by him at all, and what's been encouraging to you when watching him on the mound?
Well, the guy gets after it. He's an aggressive pitcher. He's definitely been surprised the way he threw the ball the first half. It's my first time seeing these kids, but he's been a surprise, throwing the ball extremely well. The last couple outings hasn't been as good as he would like, but he gives us a chance to win, and that's the key to pitching. And when you pitch out extremely well, you really give us a high percentage of chance of winning. So he's doing a real good job right now.
Lastly, Webby, you managed in the Cal League a few years back in Visalia. What's it like kind of coming back to the Cal League, and is it as you remember it was?
Yeah, some old memories come back. I think of some things that going on in this Cal League back in 2002. Of course, they got a few new ballparks, Stockton being one of them. But there's definitely some memories. The name and the players have changed a lot, but there's definitely some memories.
All right, Webby, well, thanks for your time today, and have a good one, and congratulations on a great start to the year.
Well, thanks for having me, Zach.
That's Ports manager Webster Garrison. Be back to talk about the starting pitchers next on the pregame show on KWSX.